Hey guys, welcome back. If you're here, that means that you just finished reading the rest of the article on your own and thought through what the topic sentences of those paragraphs were. Air high five. That is not easy to do, and I'm super proud of you for doing it on your own. Now, what I want us to go ahead and do is take a look back at paragraphs 4, 5, and 6, and I will show you what you should have gotten for the topic sentence. So for paragraph 4, the topic sentence here is the largest constellation in the sky is named after him. All of the sentences in the rest of this paragraph are really supporting this idea that we are naming constellations after legends and myths or after animals. So it's really important for us that we know that we're naming these constellations after myths or animals. For paragraph number 5, you should have gotten the first sentence. When you go out to look at the stars, use a sky chart or a map. A sky chart will show you where the constellations are in the sky. Here I highlighted both. I think both of these could be technically considered the topic sentences, so I wanted to let you know that we could have maybe different answers here, and that's totally fine. What I really appreciated about this sentence was this idea that it was showing us that we could use a sky map to look for constellations. And we see a visual. This is the first visual that we have seen throughout the text. So we know that when we look at a visual, we always say this is a blank of blank. Here we see a picture of constellations. And then in paragraph 6, some astronomers think that ancient people used constellations to help them know the month. This sentence is really helping us understand the rest of the information in this paragraph of like why constellations were important in the first place. Great. So what I went ahead and did was in my graphic organizer, I added that this is a picture of a constellation because we did see that visual. We did see that visual when we were taking a look through the rest of the article. I also found a claim, and I'm not sure if you guys saw this as well, but this claim that I came up with was that the author believes that constellations helped and can continue to help us do everyday things. The author in this text does believe that constellations were helpful a long time ago and that they can continue to be helpful. Awesome. So you went ahead and you read through those paragraphs, you found those topic sentences, and I want you to take the next 30 seconds. Actually, just go ahead and pause this video. Make sure your graphic organizer looks like mine, that you filled out your visuals and your claims. Once you're done, go ahead and resume the video, and then we'll keep going. All right, so if you're here, that means that you have made sure that your graphic organizer looks just like mine. So now we know, after we've read through the text and we've highlighted all of the topic sentences, our first idea is to really look for repeating topic sentences or repeating ideas. We can then take these repeating ideas and then come up with a main idea. So I wanted to take a second and I actually clipped in all of the topic sentences that we had come across in our text. And now that we're looking at these topic sentences, I want us to actually take some time to see if we can find some repeating ideas. So go ahead and take a look here. Is there anything that you see that's kind of repeating? A lot of things about constellations. Yeah, I totally agree. I'm also seeing a lot about like these stars or these constellations kind of being helpful. So this is what I saw when I was looking through and I was trying to find repeating ideas. Really this idea of like a lot of stars coming into constellations, they're naming these constellations. These are kind of how they're named. You can use a sky chart to find constellations. People used constellations to help them. I'm seeing some repeating ideas here. So let's actually write some of them down. The first repeating topic sentence or repeating idea that I see is that many constellations have been named. If we look here, we've named 88 constellations. They named them after myths and legends. Yeah, they're being named. The second topic sentence that I'm seeing that's kind of repeated is that constellations can be seen, we can find them, and that they're helpful. So let's go back to those topic sentences. Constellations, if we're naming them, that means we can see them. A sky chart will show you where to find them. They used constellations. They were helpful. So I see these two repeating topic sentences or repeating ideas. My next step is to actually take these repeating ideas and to combine them or synthesize them into one main idea. So I want you to actually take a second, and I want you, and I'm actually going to wait for some time here because I want you to practice kind of coming up with a main idea on your own. So on your graphic organizer for the next 30 seconds, I want you to take these two repeating ideas, excuse me, these two repeating ideas, and I want you to synthesize them or combine them into one main idea. I'm going to give you about 40 seconds to do this. Go ahead. Take about 25 more seconds. Ten more seconds. What was your main idea? Say it out loud. Don't be shy. It's a little weird. It's okay. What was it? Pretty good. That's pretty similar to what I got. I said that the main idea here was that constellations help people understand the sky and can help them with other important tasks. So this idea that constellations have been named, that was really helping them understand the sky. They used the naming to help understand their legends and why the world was working the way that it was working. And it was also helping them with other important tasks like planting their crops or knowing what month it was. Good job. So now I'm going to go back into my graphic organizer and I'm going to make sure that I have written my main idea inside my graphic organizer. Good work. Now it's time to answer some questions, right? Beyonce, queen of questions, queen of everything really, but she's going to help us answer some questions now. Let's look at this first question. So we've read through the text, we've come up with our main idea, and now we have to answer some questions. Question 1, why did the author include the illustration with this article? Why did the author include the illustration? So let's actually go back and let's look at this illustration. We're going to go back quite a bit. Here's my illustration that was included, and here is the caption: Orion, the Big Dipper, Cassiopeia, and Crux are constellations in the Northern Hemisphere. So why did the author include this image? So let's go back to that question. I go slow so that I don't show you the answer. All right. So first thing we got to do is got to say, is this a big idea question or a supporting detail question? Remember, big idea questions are questions that can be asked about any text. And then supporting details are questions about a specific text. So what I'm looking and I'm seeing here is visual info and text features. How does this image add information to the passage? What was the question again? Why does the author include this illustration? So this to me is sounding like a big idea question. When we look at a big idea question, we know that we go back into the section of the text that it's asking us about, or we can also go back and look at our graphic organizer. In our graphic organizer in the visuals, we said that this was a picture of a constellation. But why did the author include this in the article? We got to think about why they did. The illustration shows missing information. Maybe it's kind of talking a little bit about some constellations. It's showing us some images. I don't know. That might be it. The article is boring without the illustration. No, not true. The author is never really going to include an image because it's boring. No. The illustration takes up space on the page. It does take up space on the page, but that is not why the author included the illustration. The illustration shows what constellations are. Yeah, that does really kind of match, because before we were just talking about groups of stars, but now we actually got to see what some of these constellations look like. So I'm really between A and D here. Is it showing missing information, or is it showing what constellations are? I'm actually going to say that it is not showing missing information. Everything that it's saying is already been presented in the text, but it does show me what constellations are. So that one is correct. Whew. Okay, guys, now you are going to fill out the rest of the questions on your own, and I actually want to show you what this is going to look like. So in your text, you are going to see the question that we just went over. Why did the author include this illustration with the article? So I want you to go ahead and put that in here. Got it? And then I will go ahead and see you in the next one. Bye.